guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to review Titane.
Titane, yeah.
Titane.
Yeah, this movie has been on our watch list for a while, and I finally broke down and said, okay, let's watch this weird movie where a girl has sex with a car.
I bought the Blu-ray for this back in January, and I've been trying to get you to watch it ever since.
I just wasn't in the right headspace.
Yeah, you really, that's a good point, because you really do have to be in the right headspace to watch this movie.
Tell you, I don't know what kind of headspace you need to be in to watch this movie, because it is, you're gonna have to beat me out fucked up.
But before we get into talking about this movie, we're already off the rails. Hit the subscribe button. We talk about movies and TV and entertainment news and all that good stuff on this channel. You'll enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button. Also like the video and comment down below if you've seen this movie. Let us know exactly how bad it messed you up. Let us know if you're going to watch this movie based on our recommendation. It's probably streaming on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it's on a streaming service, but you might be able to rent it for $4 or $5 or get the Blu-ray for $13 or $14 dollars as well. So yeah, this is from the director of Raw, which came out in 2017. It was like a cannibal college girl movie.
Yeah, we watched that.
It was pretty good. I liked it. I didn't love it, but
it was another one of those disturbing movies.
Yeah, it was written and directed by Julia Ducournau. I think. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it close to correct. But it's also starring Agatha Roussel, who plays the lead character of Alexia.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to start here, and I don't even know like what to say. This might be a little bit of a spoiler review, so I'm just going to give you all that warning. If you haven't seen it, don't know anything about it. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's some things that need to be discussed here.
It's always kind of hard to do that. I mean, so do you want to read the premise of the movie?
The initial synopsis has something to do with the actual film itself, but it's not like the inciting incident of the plot. It's not like the premise. But it says, following a series of unexplained crimes, a father is reunited with the son who has been missing for 10 years. That's a part of the story, but that's not like the big part of the story.
Right. Like, like I mentioned earlier, like I had not read that plot about it.
We knew what it was before we watched it.
Yeah. All I knew was that a girl has sex with a car. And
well, going back even further to, so it starts off with a kid and her dad's driving. They get into a car wreck, and it messes up her skull. Her skull gets crushed or something.
Fractured, yeah.
And she has to get it replaced with like some metal, and because of that, she develops like an attraction to machines and cars, apparently.
I mean, that's what they kind of imply.
They don't really say that, but yeah.
Right, yeah. But also, this movie is really about a troubled... she starts out as a child. I mean, she's a troubled young woman. Yeah. Like, she's got issues, and
a lot of issues.
You find that out pretty quickly. Like, this movie kind of took us by surprise because, so I should first say that this movie feels like two different movies. It starts as one thing and ends as another. Hence the, plot that you just read about the son being reunited.
It does have a through line, like, for her character.
Right,
but the tone of the movie shifts. Like, it's like
a little bit,
multiple dramas or genres. It starts as like a horror movie.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it took us by surprise that it kind of turned into this like slasher movie.
Yeah, it was
for a second.
Yeah, it turns into and
I was not expecting that at all.
Got some extreme like body horror elements as well that just will make you sick to your stomach.
Yeah.
And yeah, it turns into a slasher film. It's a family drama that gets like very deep and emotional.
Right.
And yeah, it's a lot of different things.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I feel like this movie is really just about this girl who she's not been, like, they make it clear that she's not been right even from a young age.
Yeah.
Like, even before she got into the accident, like, she you could tell that the dad was very like stressed out by her behavior and stuff. She was just a troubled child, and that just continues on through her life. And Yeah, I don't know. This movie is crazy, guys. And like, if you want to feel uncomfortable and like kind of just feel icky, I don't know. Like, it made me feel that way. It's just like, what am I watching?
I will say I was very curious with how they were going to portray the actual sex scene between her and the car.
Right.
I will say that they did it in a very a more realistic way, because I was like, how are they going to pull this off? But the way that they did it, it felt realistic. It felt like, you know, as realistic as a girl having sex with a car could be portrayed. I was like, okay, yeah, this is probably the best way you would go about doing that.
Yeah,
but it still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
because I don't know if we've talked about this yet, and this, you know, another big spoiler, but again, I'm not going to get into what happens at the end as a result of this, but she gets pregnant by the car.
Yeah.
So how does that happen? The movie has no interest in really explaining that.
Right, yeah.
So,
yeah, it's just very bizarre, and you know, I don't think, you know, they care about explaining that. It's just like, hey, this is something that can happen in this universe.
Yeah, no explanation needed.
Yeah, like you said, the sex scene.
That's an interesting note, though. Something that can happen in this universe. Do you think that this is a normal thing that's happened before? Because again, they don't get into that. Is this a world of people? Is this like the movie Cars, where the cars are actual sentient beings living amongst with the humans?
No.
And they have other car-human relationships? I don't know. They don't really get into that.
No, definitely not. I think it just has to do with, you know, like you said, how she got into that wreck and had a metal plate, and somehow it changed her.
But getting into just beyond the wacky premises and storytelling, what did you think of the performances of the movie? I thought everybody was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed them.
Yeah, everybody was really good. You know, the main character, she was definitely not a good person, and you definitely weren't cheering for her or anything. Honestly, I think I told you that I wished she would just die.
Yeah.
Obviously she did a good job in portraying her character, because I couldn't stand her. Like, she was, I mean,
it's a hell of a transformation. Like, she starts off as like almost like a stripper type, because she's dancing on cars and being very sexual, and you know, she's almost turns into a boy halfway through the movie. And that nose breaking scene was extremely hard. That was the scene where I was like, I actually closed my eyes.
I didn't know you did. I know I did.
I didn't want to watch it, and I don't do that very often watching movies.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it, because there was just such like build up to that moment.
I'm surprised that bothered you.
Yeah, that really got me. But yeah, she's like, the performance is great from Agatha Rosell. She transforms. Like, what she has to go through, the range of her performances was fantastic.
I mean, did we mention that, you know, it's a foreign film and there's subtitles?
Yeah, foreign film subtitles. It's a French movie.
Right.
But that didn't really take me out of it. Like, I was pretty engaged the whole way.
Right, yeah, same.
Like, I didn't even remember that it was until, you know, you just mentioned it. So
yeah.
I'm
definitely
trying to think. Don't worry about that. I know some people are kind of weird with the subtitles and stuff, but
yeah. So I don't know. This movie was definitely one of those, like, just makes you feel weird and
it was a wild,
uncomfortable.
Great cinematography. Yeah, I mean, I thought it looked great.
Yeah.
Had a great look to it. It was very well directed. I don't know if all of the story elements really came together for me by the time we got to the end. The ending is very, very out there. And I just don't know if all that really came together with me. And I don't really know if the more emotional moments that they were trying to inject in the movie actually resonated with me either. But I don't know if you felt any differently than that.
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. But I mean, if this is a spoiler, sorry. But I was thinking about it after the fact, and I feel like this was it was, you know, with her turning into a boy. Yeah. Like, she was basically trying to run away from her old life. I'll just say that. Yeah. She sees, like, that there's a missing person, a missing guy. and so she gets in touch with the parents, or the dad rather, and basically tries to make it look like she's the boy, and like I guess he hasn't seen his son in so long that he doesn't.
It says
really...
in the premise 10 years, so it had been a while.
So she like transforms herself, tries to make herself look like his son, and I bring all of that up just to say, you know, the dad, he the son's dad, he obviously was a very broken man as well. I think that it was just showing like these two broken people coming together and like how they needed each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I kind of took out of it. So, but yeah. So what would you give this movie? I gotta know.
3.5 out of a 5. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a very interesting and unique movie. I don't know if it was something. I don't know if it's something I would ever watch again.
Oh hell no.
Maybe somewhere down the line, possibly. I don't know. There might be a reason. Maybe I'm doing a rewatch of this director's filmography when she goes on to direct 10 other movies. I don't know. I could, maybe rewatch this one at some point. But it's, it didn't come together entirely for me at the end. I think it's very interesting. It's definitely very unique. I haven't seen another movie like this in my life. So I have to give it credit just for that. 3.5 out of 5. How about you?
Yeah, I would give it the same.
Yeah. It's a very well-made movie, good performances, and I think it's if nothing else, unless you're really squeamish about certain scenes and stuff, it's definitely worth a watch, at least in my opinion. But appreciate you guys watching this review. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Comment down below, please. I need to know what people think of this movie. If y'all love it, do you hate it? Are you indifferent on it? Let me know in the comment section below, and turn on the bell notifications and follow us on Instagram and the link down below, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.